Hello everyone, like the title says, I bought myself a VCLT from USA, postage $85.20. So a couple of years ago I noticed that there were several singles that were only available in the US, and I wanted to buy those, but it was always the postage. The postage was so expensive that I just couldn't buy it. The most extreme example is one of these singles. The seller asked for $49 for one single. $49 for the postage of one single, so obviously that was way too much. So I thought that I would ask a couple of my American VC friends if they would do this favor for me, that I would send them money and tell them what to buy for me, and once they would get those items, they would put them into one package and send them to me, so that way I would save a lot of money on postage. So yeah, I asked two guys, but neither one actually replied to me at all, so I took that as a no. But then a few months ago I started thinking that what about my friend Mike? Mike is not a member of the VC, but he's actually even a bigger record geek than I am, so I thought that maybe he would do it. So I asked him and he said, yeah, I'll do it. My original plan was to buy 4 or 5 singles, which were the ones that I wanted the most, but I think that even before I had finished reading Mike's acceptance, I had already discarded that idea and decided to buy everything and anything that I could think of. Now this package, or rather I should say that first, that in the end that became so much that I decided to split them over 2 months, because all of these cost so much money that I just decided that I'm not going to buy them all on 1 month. So it got spread, was it over 2 or 3 months? But anyway, this package includes 3 mistakes, or not really mistakes as such, but one was a Thin Lizzy single. The seller told Mike that he didn't have that one. Another one is the only one that is actually missing from this box set, and that's Bryan Adams' One Night Love Affair. Now maybe the seller didn't have it, or maybe Mike simply forgot to put it into this box, or maybe Mike is such a big Bryan Adams fan and he thought that I'm keeping that one to myself. I could be wrong though. Now the third mistake is my own mistake, and it's this one. Joan Jett and Blackheart, I Love You Love. I didn't pay enough attention to notice that this one is actually just a promo single. Same song on both sides, but this is one of those occasions where the promo single was released with the sleeve of the actual single release. So this one says that the B-side should be Talking About My Baby live version, but it's not. It's the same song on both sides. And by the way, if you see stickers or some writing on these sleeves, it's never on the sleeve itself, it's always on these plastic outer sleeves. So the next one is John Cougar Mellencamp, Rain on a Scarecrow, back with Pretty Ballerina. This one was just an upgrade. I do have this single, but the other copy, older copy, has got some writings on it and tears and scuffs and so on. So this one is more pristine copy. So yeah, very happy about that one. So like I said, I started buying basically anything that I could come up with, and those were such that if there was some seller that had something that I really wanted, I just had a look at, okay, what else does he have? Is there something else that I could buy? And I bought a lot of these singles. Actually 10 of these singles were such that I probably ordinarily would not have bought, but I just bought them because they happened to be there, and in most cases they were very cheap. This is one of those cases, and this is Faith No More Superhero. B-side is Superhero Battaglia Remix. This is my only Faith No More single, so wasn't really necessary in that way. Next one is AC/DC, Let's Get It Up, back with Snowballed. I had this single with a different sleeve and different B-side. So yeah, great addition to my AC/DC collection. This next one is very surprising to me. This is Rat, I Want a Woman, back with What I'm After. It's not the single itself. What I was surprised was that Mike basically hates hair metal, so I was expecting him to mock me for buying something like this. I was expecting him to say that, dude, there are limits to how low I can go, and this is just beneath me. I'm afraid I can't do this kind of favor to you. But he said nothing. You know, had it been the other way around and he would have asked me to buy something like Village People to him, I would have said that, sorry dude, I can't let it desecrate my collection. I have to store it in a balcony until I mail it to you. Opportunity missed, Mike. You live and learn. Okay, these next three are Buzzcock singles. I originally did not intend to buy this, let's say, late period Buzzcock singles. I was only meant to buy earlier ones, but during this period between those months, I was at a record fair and I found one of these later singles. So that made me think that, okay, I am going to buy these other singles, thinking that after these I would have everything. No, sorry, I was thinking that I'm missing one, but I found that one single before I received these. Again, thinking that, okay, now I have everything, until I checked and I noticed that, okay, I'm still missing one. But these are Why She's a Girl from the Chain Store, back with Are Everything. This is Strange Thing, back with Airwaves Dream. And the third one is I Believe, back with Something's Going Wrong Again. So yeah, with that one missing, I now have all of these singles from the original period of Buzzcocks. Also I found another single which I didn't even knew that existed. This is Jerk, back with Don't Come Back and live version of Oh Shit. So I'm guessing that this one is from the self-titled album, which has the similar kind of artwork on it, which I do have. But yeah, I don't know if there are any more of these later period singles, but at least for now I'm not interested in collecting those. I'm happy with what I have. Okay, let's step a bit to the side and take one. This is Mötley Crüe, Too Young to Fall in Love, back with Knock 'em Dead Kid and Take Me to the Top. And like I told some time ago, I found the original 7-inch version of this, so it wasn't that necessary to me. But when this was released, was it 23, I really wanted this, but I missed out on this one. I actually saw this twice here at the record fair, but both of those times I missed it because I was thinking that, okay, I'm leaving this here now, I'll go and check what the other guys have, and then I'll come back. But by the time I came back, they were sold. So yeah, even though this was one of those that weren't really that necessary, I'm happy about it. Okay, next are three Kiss singles. First one is Lick It Up. I do have two different versions of Lick It Up, but this is the US version having different B-side, Dance All Over Your Face. Did I mention that one of those Buzzcock singles was the most expensive single of these, and I'm happy about it. I think I paid it just under $19 for it. And the reason why I'm happy about it is that otherwise this one would have been the most expensive one. This is Kiss, Let's Put the X in Sex, back with Calling Dr. Love. And yeah, it's pretty awful. I would say that this is the second worst Kiss song ever. But it's got a different sleeve. I already had this one as a European version with a different sleeve, so I had to have this one also. Much happier find was this one. This is a live version of Rock and Roll All Night, so it's taken from the Alive album, back with the original studio version. Now I do have an extra Casablanca record label sleeve, which I will transfer this into, but unfortunately it's not the time period correct one, but at least it's better than this plain sleeve. And so, yeah. Next one, again, one of those that I bought just because it happened to be there. This is Hard Straight On, back with lighter touch, taken from the Dog and Butterfly album with the original Portrait label sleeve. Never seen that old Hard single before. This next one is a bit unusual thing. This is Dave Edmunds' promo single for Run Rudolph Run, but this one is released with the actual picture sleeve. Even though this is just a promo single, I do have the actual single release, but that one is without a picture sleeve, so kind of odd combination. But my main reason wanting this is that this is the only release that I know is released with the title Dave Edmunds Band. Next one is Nick Lowe, Halfway to Paradise, back with I Don't Want Tonight to End. This one I also had without a picture sleeve, so very happy to have it with the picture sleeve. Next two are promo singles, which like I said, normally I would have not bought this, but these were like $1 or $2. Both of these singles are from the Abominable Showman album. This is a Cool Reaction, and this one is Wish You Were Here. Okay, next one is Concrete Blonde, Dance Along the Edge, back with You're the Only One Can Make Me Cry. Now, I had this one earlier as a promo single, but this is just like the Joan Jett single. This one was also released with a proper single release sleeve stating the B-side, You're the Only One Can Make Me Cry, but both sides included the A-side, Dance Along the Edge. So I wrote to the seller asking him to double check that this is the actual single release, not the promo single, but he didn't reply to me at all. But I decided that okay, let's just go for it and hope for the best, and this one is the actual single release. So yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. And next ones are all of those purchases that came sort of on the side. This one is Bryan Adams, Christmas Time, back with Reggae Christmas. Like I said, I haven't listened to any of these, so I assume that the B-side is same as the A-side, only played in reggae rhythm. Next one, the only thing that looks good on me is You, back with Hey Elvis. So I'm very interested in to hear the B-side of this one. And the third one is Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman, back with Low Life. Okay, now we come to my top 7, or should I say top 8. This one is The Cure, Fascination Street, from my absolute favorite The Cure album, Disintegration. B-side is Babel. So yeah, very, very happy about that one. Okay, this next single was one of the first singles that I pulled out of that box, and this was a big disappointment. I was very, very, very disappointed. This is Heart, If Looks Could Kill, back with What He Don't Know. And the reason why I was disappointed was that I was absolutely certain that I had bought this with a picture sleeve, and they had sent me without a picture sleeve. So yeah, I was really pissed. But a few singles later, the picture sleeve was there between some other singles. So yeah, that turned me around. Very happy about it. Number 5 or 6 is AC/DC Flick of the Switch, back with Badlands. Again, this one was the only one that I was missing. I had the European version here. When I made my video on AC/DC 1980s singles, this one was the only one that I was missing, so now I finally have it, and I'm very, very glad about it. Okay, number 4 or 5 is Bryan Adams, Only the Strong Survive, back with Home Again. This one being from my favorite Bryan Adams album, Into the Fire, and this one was a Canadian only release. So I never even knew about it until I did a bit of research and found this. So yeah, very, very happy about that one. Next one is Concrete Blonde, Still in Hollywood, back with Cold Part of Town. This was their, I think this was their first single release, or was it the second? Not sure. But anyway, when I found out about this, that there is this single release, I had never heard of it, obviously, and there wasn't any copies available on eBay or on Discogs. But then later on there was one copy. I'm not absolutely sure, was there a second copy also, but at least there was this one copy. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. I have to check if there is a second copy of this available, but with or not, I got it. And number 2 or 3 is when I made my Whitesnake singles video. The only one that I was missing was this one, and this is Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, back with Bloody Mary. And this is the original label sleeve. Somebody has taken a second sleeve and wrote here Frank Davies, March 22nd, 1989, and wrote here Whitesnake. A later version of this song by Whitesnake went to Billboard number 109 on February 14th, 1981. So thank you to Frank Davies about that. Yeah, the final missing Whitesnake single. Now I have them all. And number 1 or 2, at least number 1 of the singles, Marillion, Lady Nina, which is my favorite Marillion song, back with Heart of Lothian. And this one is also very difficult to find, and most of the copies that are available are without a picture sleeve, and they are always expensive. So to find this one in very good condition, in reasonable price with picture sleeve, I was very, very happy about this one. This one is for the Brief Encounter album or mini album. So yeah, very, very happy about that. And the final one is Frehley's Comet Live. I'm a bit surprised, but this seems to have been released in 2019, so it's really that long ago. Yeah, 6-song mini live album, and this is the soundtrack to the Live Plus 4 VHS, which I've had for decades, but I haven't had a VHS player, I don't know, at least a decade ago, maybe even longer, since I last had VHS player, so I haven't been able to watch this, but now I can listen to it on record. So yeah, as of now, I don't recall that there's anything US only releases that I would really want. There is a Police live album from 1983, but I think that that was also released in Europe. And last time that I checked, the price was so high that I'm not going to pay that kind of money for it anyway. But whether or not I will attempt this thing again remains to be seen. But once again, thanks Mike. That's it for this time. Hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye.